Brown Jr., Focus Winner. Today's message is, we all fall short of God's glorious standard. Romans 3:23, for everyone has sinned. We all fall short of God's glorious standard. James 3:2, indeed we all make mistakes. For if we can control our tongues, we will be perfect and can also control ourselves in every other way. Ephesians 2:10, for we are God's masterpiece. He has created us anew in Christ Jesus so that we can do the good things He planned for us long ago. 2 Corinthians 12:9, each time He said, my grace is all you need. My power works best in weakness. So now, I'm glad to boast about my weaknesses so that the power of Christ can work through me. Again, today's message is, we all fall short of God's glorious standard. Now, so many of us, we carry around the luggage of our past sins. We can barely move, you know. Drop that guilt of your past sins. And we also think that when we come to God, we have to be perfect. We can't have any flaws. We have to be so good, so perfect. I'm here to tell you, we all fall short of God's glorious standard. We all have flaws. We've all sinned. You are no surprise to God. He could have created you as a little guy, perfect, but then you wouldn't need God. So God created you with flaws. You are no surprise to God. He knows every flaw you have, every sin that you've committed, every possible mistake and flaw that you have in the future. You're no surprise to God. But remember, Jesus' power works best in weakness. Now, when I first went to the church I'm at now, I said, look at all these perfect people, these perfect Christians. I'm like, wow. But then I started volunteering at the church, and as I worked with the people, I saw they were as screwed up as I was. They had so many flaws, it was amazing. But then I realized that they were on the right progression to be more like Jesus. Even though they were flawed, they were headed in the right direction. That's what I wanted to be. And actually, the more vulnerable they were, the more I could relate with them. And I find that with myself, the more vulnerable I am talking about my flaws, the more people relate with me and more the power of Christ can work through me. So don't be afraid of your flaws. Use your flaws to catapult you to the next level so that you can be resilient during times of a pandemic, so that you can be resilient during election, so that you can thrive, that you can help others. Don't be afraid of your flaws. Boast about your weaknesses so that the power of Christ can work through you.